What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. This story right here comes out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Centers around a road rage incident. A racist road rage incident. Now, I'm going to play these videos. There's two of them. They're fairly short. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 minutes, you know, together. A little over, maybe. And then I'll give my commentary.
We're continuing to follow a wild story out of Fort Knox here at 6. 33-year-old Kai Waters, a sergeant based at the Nut Post, is charged with felony assault in connection to a road rage incident in February. But Waters says she now has proof that she was not the aggressor. She claims the woman followed her and then attacked her. And she told our Connie Leonard that officers chose to believe an older white woman instead of her before looking at all the evidence.
Oh, I was happy. It was like the happiest day of my life.
That was 8 months ago when Sergeant First Class Kai Waters moved to Elizabethtown, handpicked, according to co-workers, for a job helping soldiers at Fort Knox. This is how she feels today.
I'm very worried. I'm worried, I'm concerned, I'm scared, I'm terrified.
That's because this is Waters' mugshot from February 22nd after a case of road rage got her charged with a felony. Headed home on Patriot Parkway, Waters says a woman driving aggressively behind her and another car wanted her out of the fast lane.
He started like honking her horn and pulled next to me.
She said with windows down, the woman started shouting racial slurs.
She called me a black bee, pretty much, you know, said, "You're kind, you know, I'm so tired, your people, all this."
Waters says the woman bumped her car, so she called 911 and pulled over at this gas station where people could see what was happening. In this store surveillance video, attorney Jeremy Aldridge points out where Waters pulls up in the bottom left corner with the other woman following.
And there's her door, and then is when this lady comes around.
Waters says still on the phone with police, the woman comes to her car punching her.
I told her, I was like, you know, I'm on the phone with the 911 operator, they can hear you.
Waters says she grabbed a knife given to her as a military award and jabbed her in the leg. After the woman was stabbed, she's seen in the video going towards Waters. When Elizabethtown police arrived, Waters say the woman started crying for help, and they put her in the back of the police cruiser.
And I thought, well, hopefully someone's going to listen to me. They're going to get my story, but that never happened.
I trust that the grand jury will have a very difficult time indicting her based on the conduct that is provable by the video.
Now, Elizabethtown police say their case is closed and they won't comment on the accusations. As for the 58-year-old woman that they say is the victim in this case, well, I spoke with her by phone and she wants to tell her side of the story, but told me because she's a witness, her attorney asked her not to. Waters filed a complaint against that woman. The Commonwealth attorney says a grand jury will soon decide if Waters should be indicted or not. Connie Leonard, Wave 3.
Kentucky's self-defense law. A lot of you have been asking, how does that work after our story last night involving a case of road rage in Elizabethtown that was caught on video? Wave 3 News reporter Connie Leonard took a look at the Castle Doctrine. She joins us now live with more. Now, this law allows deadly force if someone comes into your home or your car while you're in it.
Yeah, Shannon, if you fear serious bodily harm from that person, the law is designed to protect you and anyone else who defends themselves. Attorney Tom Clay, who's not involved in the case, saw the surveillance video and says he believes it speaks for itself.
The video certainly should have been taken into consideration in any charging decision.
Louisville attorney Tom Clay says when he saw this gas station surveillance video, he was pretty certain he was witnessing the Castle Doctrine. Clay says it also appears police got it wrong when they charged 33-year-old Fort Knox Sergeant Kai Waters with felony assault.
This video is very disturbing as far as showing a person who has been designated as a victim who actually appears to be the aggressor.
Waters told us a 58-year-old woman got behind her in the fast lane on Patriot Parkway in February, wanting her to move over. Waters says the woman bumped her car, so she called 911 and pulled into a gas station. The woman pulled in behind her.
She ran over to my vehicle, pretty much slammed the door on me, and I told her, I was like, you know, I'm on the phone with the 911 operator, they can hear you.
Waters claims the woman punched her face, so she grabbed a knife in her car and stabbed the woman's leg. The fight spilled outside. Waters said when Elizabethtown police arrived, they tended to the other woman and took her downtown. The castle doctrine got a lot of publicity in Louisville years ago when a judge ruled former Louisville baseball player Isaiah Howes was acting in self-defense when he shot and killed Daniel Covington after he said Covington attacked him in his car. Clay says in this case, there's video evidence.
And this vehicle, which is the subject of this road rage incident, was occupied by the sergeant at the time this other individual came around and basically initiated physical contact with her.
Now, Clay says Waters is entitled to immunity under the law. The prosecutor tells me tonight the grand jury will be given all the facts to make an informed decision. Connie Leonard, Wave 3 News.
Now, y'all seen that shit. Straight up. Straight up. What those police did wasn't nothing but racial. Okay? And before I go any further, let me just say, shout out to Kai Waters. Triple shout out to Kai Waters. See, that's what you do. That's how you represent right there. That's how you do it. That's how it's done, brothers and sisters, right there. See, regardless of what those racial criminal-minded ass cops did, as far as the arrest go, that don't mean nothing. That right there ain't even gonna stick. I can assure you it won't. See, it's a blessing that the Most High right there just showed her and showed us the way it's done and delivered a blessing that it was on video. The whole incident was on video. The little fat, bad built pigskin jumped the wrong one. Y'all seen her? The video is self-explanatory right there. It corresponds with everything Miss Walters said happened. So at this point, the Elizabethtown Police Department should be held accountable for even filing charges on this woman, for even, bringing her into custody. The one that's supposed to be brought into custody is the one that is truly the aggressor that's now playing victim. She lucky that's all Miss Walters decided to do. Jab her ass in the leg with a knife. Jab her ass in the face, with a left. Roundhouse kick her fat belly ass in the stomach. Then she stopped. You see what I'm saying? That's the way it's done. Shout out to Miss Kai Walters again. Now, the video was definitely, self-explanatory, but I'm going to read into this whole article just as well, Okay, it says, a Fort Knox sergeant is going on the offense after being charged with a crime she says she didn't commit. Police charged Kai Waters, 33, with felony assault in connection to a road rage incident in Elizabethtown in February. Waters says she now has proof that she was not the aggressor. She spoke with AVE, with Wave 3 News, claiming Elizabethtown police who arrived on the scene assumed she was the attacker because her age and race before looking at all the evidence. This is what they do. And I'm going to tell you, I'm screaming foul right there. And racism. Throw it on their ass. Say the word racism. They hate that like vampires hate holy water. Racism. That's what made them do that. Waters alleges the woman she stabbed followed her to a gas station and then attacked her. The native of Chicago told Wave 3 News what her life was like 8 months ago when she was moving to Hardin County from New York to take a job for which she was recruited. Oh, I was happy. It was like the happiest day of my life, Waters said. The sergeant first class said the job at Fort Knox helping soldiers is something she dreamed of doing. But she feels different now. I'm worried, she said. I'm concerned. I'm terrified. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, sister. You all right. Most High got you. I know for a fact he got you. The reason why I know, because see, he let that video surface. See, he showed who was the one that was wrong. You vindicated. He's with you. That's because Waters now has a mugshot and a felony charge. Around 5 p.m. on February 22nd, 2019, Waters said she was headed home on Patriot Parkway. Waters said she noticed a woman driving aggressively behind her, as well as another car, and Waters said the woman clearly wanted them out of the fast lane. It's been times, I've encountered situations like that, with the driving up behind to some fast lane and all that, but if them police catch your ass speeding, they sure gonna pull you over and give you a ticket anyway. See? You just use that lane basically for passing. See? She started honking her horn and pulled next to me, Waters said. Waters said with her window down, the woman started shouting racial slurs at her. She called me a black bee and said, "You're kind," Waters said. She said, "I'm so tired of your people and all this." Waters said the woman bumped her car, so she called 911 and pulled over at a busy gas station off Cardinal Drive, where people could see what was happening instead of continuing on to her home. Okay, so we see basically it wasn't about Miss Waters going too slow in the fast lane. It was all racial from jump. That's what it had to be. See? But I'm so glad that Miss Waters kicked her fat, possum-made diabetic ass. She looked like she's full of diabetes and whatever else. Yes. Anyway, in the store surveillance video, Waters' attorney Jeremy Aldridge pointing out where Waters pulled up with other women following her, with the other woman following her. One can see Waters' door open, and the lady came around to confront her before Waters gets out of the car. Waters said she was still on the phone with 911 operators when a woman came up to the car and started punching her. Okay, we saw that. See? I told her, I'm on the phone with 911, Waters said. The operator can hear you. She didn't care. She wanted to prove like she's so tough and bad. I'm glad she jumped the wrong one, though. Yeah. Waters says she grabbed a knife given to her as a military honor and jabbed the woman in the leg in self-defense. After the woman was stabbed, she's seen in the video continue to go after Waters as the two appeared to be going back and forth. When Elizabethtown police arrived, Waters said she was still on the phone with 911 and the woman started crying for help. You see that. Waters claimed officers put her in the back of a police cruiser and would not listen to her version of the story. I thought hopefully someone is going to listen to me. They're going to get my story, she said. But that never happened. Oh, it's happened. You straight. Trust me. This is done. This is done. Aldridge said the video seems to show a clear case of road rage on part of the other woman. Those police just made an ass out themselves. That's what they did. They did not judge that situation, fairly at all. The fact that Miss Waters was on the phone with the dispatcher, telling what was going on. They came there and they acted like that. That proves it. Shouldn't even be cops. I trust the grand jury would have a very difficult time indicting her, Waters, based on the conduct that is provably by the video, he said. A spokesman for Elizabethtown Police Department told Wave 3 News the investigation is complete and they won't comment on the accusations made by Waters. As for the 58-year-old woman who police say is the victim in this case, she told Wave 3 News she wants the opportunity to tell her side of the story. But because she is a witness, listen to this. Because she is a witness, her attorney told her she must wait until the case is over. No, you don't have a side of the story. You call yourself, trying to pull some shit and got your ass whooped. You went to her. She had every right to light your ass up. See? The video shows you was the aggressor. You don't have no side of the story. Your whole side of the story is defrauded. Waters filed a complaint against the woman, but says police did not act on it. The Hardin County Commonwealth attorney said a grand jury will soon decide if Waters should be indicted or not. Nope. Waters is temporarily off the job she was hired for at Fort Knox while the case is pending. Without a full dismissal, she could be charged by the Army later. Let me see. She took to Facebook to share her side of the story along with the surveillance video and has gotten a lot of support. Yeah, she needs that support. And for those of y'all thinking about going into the armed forces and all that, and supporting your country, and all that, don't do it. Don't do it. Especially, I hope we need to keep an eye on this story and see how it goes. I hope she keeps us informed. Miss Waters, if you're listening, keep us informed. We definitely want to know how this goes. Although I pretty much already know how it's going. I already know how it's going to go for you. See? All praises and blessings from the Most High. And all blessings to the Most High. You'll see. But ultimately, the court will decide her fate. The whole situation has pretty much destroyed my whole career and my whole life, she said. Fort Knox LTC Alicia Mason sent Wave 3 News the following statement on behalf of Waters. What's this? SFC? I guess it's okay. Sergeant First Class Waters is a professional and was chosen from our entire field to come to Fort Knox and represent our corps. After an intense vetting process, she is a trusted leader, and this turn of events is in total contradiction to her performance and character. I understand the police department has a job to do, but now that the truth is seen by video that our soldier was attacked, I hope there will be a swift correction to the situation and her rights return. I stand behind her and I'm anxious for justice. All right. Okay, well, right there, the military is backing her, and which it should. It should. There's no way that this woman should have been treated like this. Miss Waters should not have been treated in this manner by low-life, racist trash. Look at her little fat ass. She got her ass kicked. I bet you money, I can guarantee you, she won't try that shit again. See? But, hey, brothers and sisters, this is the way it's done. Applause to Miss Waters. Well, y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.